inside of State Farm Stadium. The Cardinals listening for the sound of their signature big red siren, which signals an air raid and brings them out to a sea of red here in Glendale. Up next, a contest that keeps things all in the NFC between the Atlanta Falcons and the Arizona Cardinals. Chad Ryland will have the honor of getting us started. And away we go in Glendale. Here's Carter on the return. Nice effort here. They're going to tackle him just shy of the 35. So out have the Falcons for their first possession. And leading them out now in his 14th season, Brock. That's not bad for a fourth-rounder out of Michigan State back in 2012, huh? It is Kirk Cousins.
Well over a decade has started in this league, and Kirk Cousins put up some prolific numbers. The thing that's eluded him, despite all the stats, are those playoff opportunities and those marquee postseason victories. I think Kirk, his family, and everybody rooting for him hopes the final chapters of his career will contain some of those.
They're going to run it here. It's Bijan Robinson. And he'll be stopped after just about a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up.
The ball carrier. I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
At the 35-yard line.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Shotgun snap now to Cousins. Cardinals getting close, and they take him down. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
And now this defense is on that sack board and sets up a pretty good chance here on 3rd down. It's a little bit like blood in the water with sharks when it comes to taking sacks. You can feel it as a quarterback. Once that defense gets one, they're hungry for another.
Defense looking to defend the marker on 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. Complete beyond the marker. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. How about that play, Brock? On 3rd and 14, they find a way to convert.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
1st and 10, Cousins. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
No real secret. They were going to get him and his height involved early there, Kate. The secret was how is he going to be defended? Well, they chose to go physical, and that will plant a little thought in his mind. The next time the ball comes his way, he better be ready for some contact.
Cousins is going to throw again. 2nd and 10. Hauled in by Mooney, left side. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down.
Complete to
well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
Six yards to go here. It's 3rd down. They'll throw. 3rd and long. Throw left side is caught by Pitts. And he's going to be out of bounds. Looks like a yard or two short of the 25.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
All right, so they're going for this. I like this being aggressive from the get-go on their opening drive. It's Cousins once more. Gets this one to London. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. They hit for 16 yards on 4th down, and a drive a lot of us thought had stalled out. He's going to carry on.
1st down.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
Now Cousins again. Drops back. Oh, they got it back. They can try and salvage something. And they're going to be humbled here on first down. Going to wind up losing yards on this play. Ooh, so close to a big play defensively there, Brock. But now these guys got to stay out there. They were unable to bring in the fumble. They just forced.
They do. Got to bring a little bit of juice, but kind of like a boxer when they get a guy cut, they know. Man, if I get that first cut, I can make them bleed. And you get that ball out the first time, I guarantee you, I promise you, those guys are thinking they'll get it the next.
And they're all over that screen, Brock. Didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Kate, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
Third and long, it's Cousins. Has him on the quick hitter. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15.
Complete to number 87.
You've got to be cognizant of where the line to gain is. You can't run that route short, and you certainly can't throw it. That route's just not deep enough. Needed to extend it closer to the chains for a first down.
Zane Gonzalez on to attempt this field goal. This 32 yards out. It's on the right hash. The kick by Gonzalez is good. And our game starts with a field goal on the opening drive.
Anytime you go on the road and you can put points on the board on your opening drive, job well done.
Bradley Pinion
out to kick it away. Here's Pinion. This return starts at the 5. And this drive will start inside the 25.
First and 10.
So here come the Cardinals now as they get set for their opening drive. And bringing them out in his 10th season now. A veteran who minimizes turnovers better than almost anyone here in the NFL, Jacoby Brissett.
Jacoby Brissett has seen some adversity in this league, occasional starting opportunities as well, and he's hung around because he knows how to take care of the football. He can still throw it deep with the best of them, but he's the type of guy you just trust. You trust that he can come in, that he can manage the offense, and he can win a game if needed.
Here's DeMercado. Well, maybe the rest of the game's going to be headed in the proper direction, Brock, but their first play winds up going backwards. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock him behind the sticks. Job well done there.
This throw finds Marvin Harrison Jr. And this play reaches the 35 before it comes to an end. A gain of 15 there. And it's good enough for an Arizona first down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
No run with DeMercado. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. David Onyemata there for the stop.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Shotgun now for Brissett. Finds him over the middle. And he's officially in enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And it's going to give the Cardinals a first down.
Kate, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
Good defensive effort here, drives them back across midfield onto their own side. The presence of
The
those tight
tackle
ends
made
works both
back at
ways,
his
Brock.
own
You know this.
49.
Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
From the shotgun, Brissett. He's got the hook up to Weaver. And he's going to go down right along midfield stripe.
89.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. Here he goes, 3rd and long. This one quickly to Harrison. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
Gain of 11. That's another Cardinals first down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down, and nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
We've got a screen to the running back. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Now, the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you got to imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit, and you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Oh, the cookie. Now I'm hungry. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Here's a game to DeMercado. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun, Brissett. It's caught by Harrison. And there's the stop after he drives this down to the 13. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
And the Cardinals first down. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things, separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks. That's the trust, and then they got to believe that separation can create the big play down the field. I'm going to guess at some point, whether it's in the huddle or over there on the bench on the sidelines after this drive, QB's going to go apologize to that running back. He just ran him into one heck of a negative play.
Offense to the line, 2nd down. From the pistol, Brissett. This one's caught. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Falcons bringing out an extra defensive back for 3rd down. Here's Brissett. He's got it. And in for the Arizona touchdown. The Cardinals pull ahead 6-3 in the 1st.
Touchdown.
Trey McBride, the touchdown. Well, this coaching staff has got to be a happy partner. A calm and calculated opening drive. Really impressed with the score, how they controlled the football, and they played at their own pace.
Yeah, it's one of those drives that just pays dividends. I know it's the opening drive, but you're just taking some of the starch out of that defense and putting some doubt in their mind. Like, man, they just methodically shoved it right down our throat.
On is Chad Ryland for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Cardinals, who won up the opposing field goal, they start with 7 on their opening drive. All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. Here's Jamal Agnew on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Falcons taking the field for their second drive. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Falcons getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. Cousins now off the play fake. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29.
It's a pickup of 6.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
On 2nd down, Robinson. Space past the 35. Free up the middle. It's a breakaway. All the way. That's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons just need 2 snaps to steal the lead. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
Zane Gonzalez on for the point after try. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Falcons push their lead to 3.
10, Cardinals 7.
Out to kick it away, here's Pinion.
To kick off.
On the return, here comes Imari DiMercato.
The Cardinals take
now we
over
get set to see the Cardinal
10
offense for the second time. They really have the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. We'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. Cardinals into formation. It's 1st and 10. Brissett looking to throw. He tucks it and takes off. And he gives himself up after a short gain.
I love that play. I mean, that's quarterback 101. Nothing downfield. Get what you can with your legs, but so much more importantly, protect yourself. Availability, one of the most important abilities for any quarterback.
2nd down now, they need 7. Here's Brissett to throw. Got a lock behind this one. Downfield it goes. Challenges, double coverage, and it's intercepted. DeMarco Hellams with the INT. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you've got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away, just as they did.
The Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. To the air, Cousins. Hits him on the in route. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
Cousins pass.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down.
A 6-yard
Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Offense to line. This is 2nd and 4. Here's the fake, Cousins to throw. Did not like what he was seeing, Brock, so he's just going to hurl this one away.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on third down. Out of the gun, Cousins. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there. Couldn't find Kyle Pitts on that throw. And 4th and 4 coming up.
You know, Kate, you'll get a little bit of grace for a drop in the first frame, but that's one, as this game goes on, he's got half. It's hard on third down to execute. And with the ball in your hands, you got to find a way to catch it.
And he's going to get him further up their side of the field with a nice return there, partner. Up past the 35.
At their own 39-yard line.
Out had the Cardinals now on offense. And we've seen both extremes of this passing game so far, Brock. 1 touchdown and 1 interception on the ledger.
A home run and a strikeout. A little sampling of what works and what doesn't against this defense, Kate. Now, you got to try to emphasize those things that you found success on with that opening drive.
The Cardinals with some nice field position to start off this drive. 1st and 10 coming up. A run here. This is DiMercado. Now this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
Taken down.
Stay on schedule. SOS. We talk about it all the time offensively. You've got to stay on schedule, and a run like that puts you now so far behind the sticks. Going to take some superhuman effort now on 2nd down.
Now it's Brissett. Into the hands of Michael Wilson. And talk about a good gain when they needed it. That's 13 on 2nd down. Now only a yard to go here on 3rd.
Gain of 14 yards.
That can be a hopeless feeling when you fire a curl route right into zone coverage perfectly like that. Unless that curl happens to be right next to where one of your guys is sitting, that pass can hum in there and there's nothing this defense can do.
Trying to get it with the option here. And what a play. They never gave him a shot to get that single yard. He's going to lose some yardage. 4th down coming up.
A loss of 2 yards.
It's results like that that drive coordinators nuts. Premature balding, gray, wrinkles, all of it, Kate. You call something conservative. The last thing you're thinking is you're going to lose yards on a 3rd and 1 run.
It's Matt Hawk who's headed out there to punt on 4th down. Back deep for the Falcons, Jamal Agnew. Begins his return at the 16. And he gets his offense in better field position here to start. Up close to the 30.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down.
It's a gain of 23 yards. And the Falcons 1st down.
We're to the end of 1. Scoreboard shows 10-7. We'll return to State Farm Stadium in just a moment. Back for our 2nd quarter. It's Falcons football. They've got 1st and 10 here, looking to add to their lead. Working from the gun, it's Cousins. In big trouble now, and the ball is out. And this one's recovered by the Cardinals.
You know, this just can't happen on 1st down. It really can't. I mean, ball security is a premium on every down, every distance. but on first down, it is especially a killer.
The Cardinals in possession of it once again. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. First play is a design run. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on second down. After that drive starts, the very minimal gain.
At the 42-yard line.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Off the play fake, Brissett. Harrison's got it on the sideline. And he hits that enemy 25-yard line before he is sent out.
A gain of 17 yards.
That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
Hey, this is one of those situations where, Kate, even as a former QB, I really feel for these corners in this league. They got the hardest job in football, sticking the guys on these routes and on a comebacker in particular, where that receiver breaks it off. Man, that can be so difficult to defend.
He gets it forward for a gain of 3. Brought down by the rookie Xavier Watts.
Tackle made at the 21-yard line.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schlereth, 2-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game.
Watch twins.
DiMercato on a carry. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the first down. Just get to a manageable third down, but instead they move the chains, and that is one disheartening look on that defense.
Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10. From the red zone now. He brings it in. And they're going to be set up with 1st and goal as this goes out of bounds, Brock, at the 3-yard line.
Move the chains! Got to move them chains! Build momentum to keep that defense on its heels.
Down. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. DiMercato can't fight past that line. They stop him at the 3.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on 1st down. More to come.
He finds it right side. Touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals parlay the turnover into a lead. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock, but I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, Kate. It kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on them. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
Ryland able to connect on the point after. And the Cardinals take a 4-point lead.
14, Falcons 10. Chad Ryland.
All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. Here's Agnew on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
On the return.
The Falcons and running back Bijan Robinson getting set to begin another drive. And I'd say the ROI on his early touches have made him a pretty good investment for first half work. He's gotten off to a great start here. Atlanta about ready to go now. 1st and 10. Here's Robinson to start the drive. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after it looks like a yard gain. Sent down by rookie Cody Simon.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Shotgun snap now to Cousins. To the right side and reeled in by London. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's a Falcon first down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
They'll run the draw with Robinson. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Throwing his Cousins. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. That's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
10 yards to go.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Throwing on 3rd, Cousins. Lobs this deep down the middle. And they really went for it on 3rd down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing 4th down.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, but because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
The Falcons getting ready for the punt. It'll be Bradley Pinion doing the honors. And he'll get under this one and make the fair catch at the 19-yard line.
The Cardinals take over.
The Cardinals and Marvin Harrison Jr. set for this next possession. And they've had a real connection looking his way in our opening half. Seems pretty clear that he's the one the coverage is going to have to adjust to and start slowing down. The Arizona offense looks ready to go. Here's 1st and 10. Going play action here, Brissett. No place to go, so he just threw it away.
Kate, I got to believe he harkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
No luck on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Back to the air, Brissett. Setting up the running back screen. And he's going to be out of bounds just before reaching the 30.
We've heard it said, and I believe it to my core, football is the ultimate team sport. And a well-run screen like that is the ultimate team play because it takes all 11 doing their job.
All right, looks like they're going to try to power this across. Goal line formation on 3rd and inches. They sneak it with Brissett. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. It's a meager 2-yard gain, but that's enough to award them the 1st down.
Kate, is there a simpler play in football that's come to life more than the QB sneak? We see all different varieties now, but it has become so darn effective. And when you got a tough QB that wants to put it on his shoulders, you sign up for it.
On 1st down, it's Brissett. pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go and let that pass rush get home.
A lot of work to do as that sack makes this a tough 2nd and 17. Shotgun now for Brissett. Completed over the middle. And not a lot available there. Makes it to the 26. DeMarco Helms there on the stop.
That's not a big completion on a stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
The Falcons going nickel. 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. Oh, he put some heat on this deep ball. Left side. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. Here's Atlanta ready to take over possession. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
1st and 10 from the 32. Here's a counter give to Robinson. This drive's going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. Staying with Robinson. And they find him after just a yard, and it's 3rd down. We'll pause now for an injured player, and it looks like he's worse for wear after handling that last carry. To the line. Here's 3rd and 3. Here's Cousins. That one's caught by Mooney. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
It's a gain of 8. And the Falcons, 1st down. An 8-yard pickup.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. Now it's Cousins. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. Going right side, Robinson with it. And he gets this beyond the midfield stripe and onto the Cardinals side of the field. They get about 4 there, need a little more than that now on 3rd and 6.
When you don't have great success on 1st down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune 3rd down situation.
And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
First and 10, Cousins. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Timing is everything in life. Timing is everything defensively. That throw was just a little bit late and gave the defense time to close, deliver a pop, and knock that ball loose.
Second and 10, still at the 28. They fake the handoff. Now Cousins. Mooney downfield, and he has it. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line.
A gain of 15
The end result
yards.
there, 15 yards and a first.
Another Falcons first down. First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Offense getting set. Here's first and 10. From the gun, it's Robinson. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Back to throw, Cousins. This one's caught. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into first and goal.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He could take it to the house.
They've got 3 tight ends on this first and goal, thinking run or play action. Robinson crosses the goal line. Touchdown, Atlanta. The Falcons take a second quarter lead. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. Well, we all knew what was coming when they got into that goal line formation, didn't we, Brock? And they just pound the rock in for an old-school touchdown.
I just sometimes love that stuff. Nothing fancy, nothing cute. Here's our formation. You know we're running right at you, and we challenge you to stop us, and you can't.
Gonzalez now for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Falcons push their lead to 3.
17, Cardinals 14.
Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. Return starts at the 9. He stopped on the run back at the 27. The Cardinals offense making its way out. And they'll try for better results this time around, Brock, after they had to punt it away last time out. First call here coming from the shotgun. Throwing now off the play action. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And no turnover here, but a massive loss on that play as he recovers his own fumble.
You know what? Everybody on the field is going to make mistakes. The key is to clean that up as quickly as he can. Ball carrier loses possession, but he doesn't panic and lose composure. Instead, well, he hops on the ball and he saves the day.
So they keep the football, but now they face second and long. From the shotgun, Brissett. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't get it to Marvin Harrison Jr. there. And things look tougher
Brings up
now with third and long.
And 20.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
You never, ever, as an offense, like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on third down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
So once again, Matt Hawk out to punt this away. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And he's hit before he can get anything on that return. The Falcons, running back Bijan Robinson, getting set to begin another drive. And that front is really going to need to buckle down and provide some more opposition because he's gotten off to an excellent start here. Good starting spot here for the Falcons, Brock. This is 1st and 10. On the play fake, it's Cousins. Looking right, and he finds him. And they bring him to a halt right at that midfield stripe. That's Baron Browning who makes the stop.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Cousins out of the pistol here. Throw left side is caught by Pitts. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight ends short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
The Cards bringing out an extra DB on third down. Working from the gun, it's Cousins. Gets this one to London. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26.
And the Falcons, first down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Well, it has been an exciting one so far as we have reached our 2-minute warning. More from State Farm Stadium after this. And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run it with Robinson from the pistol. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Out of the gun, Cousins. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. The Cardinals decided to use the first of their 3 timeouts. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Four downs to get this across. Here's 1st and goal. Here's Robinson. Here's a design run. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
Arizona goes ahead and calls its 2nd timeout. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down. To the air, Cousins. That one's incomplete in the end zone. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And now it'll be 3rd and goal.
As I watch practices today, Kate, both college and professionally, one thing is abundantly clear. Teams spend so much more time in the red zone. They know it's the money zone. And defensively, if you can force incompletions and knock it away and leave teams for field goals, you got a great chance to win.
And he makes the play at full extension. That's a touchdown. The Falcons grow their lead just before halftime. Slant route, as it does so many times every game we call, Brock. Paying dividends. Made that touchdown look a lot easier than it was.
An uncontested release that close to the end zone spells disaster for a defense every time, Kate. You got to have a whole lot more physicality at the point of attack because a QB is always going to be looking for that short little slant near the goal line.
Gonzalez now for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Falcons make it a 10-point ball game.
24, Cardinals 14.
Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. Bam Knight to return. Escapes a defender. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Arizona offense ready to get things going again. They're trailing, but there's enough time, Brock, that they could get a scoring drive to attack that here before the break. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Here's Brissett. And the first play of the series is going to be an incomplete pass intended for his running back there, and that brings up 2nd down.
It's a quarterback you love when that screen pass is called. At least I used to. And you want to attract that defense and all those guys coming after you. But you also got to find a throwing lane, and he couldn't do it on that one.
Still 10 to go. 2nd down now from the 23. Second down. Here's Brissett again. He goes back to him yet again. Complete. And he's going to be brought down right at the 35. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it's good enough for an Arizona first down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Running back sent in motion. Brissett with it on first. Next with Harrison again. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
8 yards to go, and let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Looking to throw. Hits him on the out route. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
To number 89.
All right, whistles. They've got a timeout. 7 seconds to go in this half.
It's quarterback. When you have an out route versus man coverage, you're just hoping and just praying your offensive guy could turn the hips of that defender. And once you see that, you got to cut it loose and let it go, just as they did right there.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. He's back to throw. And he's not going to get something done. They take him down. So that's how our first half's going to end. A momentum-building play for their defense.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the 3rd quarter as we're ready to kick off the 2nd half. Back out to our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Thanks so much, Scott. Appreciate the update as always. And welcome back, everyone. Third quarter about to get underway. Got a 2-score ball game here as we resume play. Out to kick it away. Here's Pinion.
To kick off.
This is Knight with the return here. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
Take over first
The Cardinals and Marvin Harrison Jr. set for this next possession. They'll try to get that ground game established better than they did in the opening half, Brock. See if they can attack that deficit. Cardinals into formation. It's 1st and 10. Running his Knight. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Throwing now, Brissett. Short pass brought in. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. They get an even 10 on that play. And it's going to give the Cardinals a 1st down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
So 1st down from the 41. It's Knight on the carry. He's going to get this to the opposing 41. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
18 more yards. That's another Cardinals 1st down.
I just love that so much, Kate. Yeah, they trailed at the break, but that doesn't deter you from running the ball. And results like that will more than likely have them lean into the run game.
So 1st down from the 41. Carter here from the gun. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line.
He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Now Brissett to throw. Dumps it off to his running back. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Looks like the Falcons are opting for dime coverage for this 3rd down. Here's Brissett to throw. We've got a screen to the running back. And this is going to go in the wrong direction. He loses just about the amount of yards they needed to get there. It's going to be 4th down.
Not terribly complicated on this one, just not the 3rd down screen you wanted to run. Little chance they were getting the 1st, and apparently little chance they were going to even gain a positive yard at all.
And this just gets past the 20 before going out.
Take over 1st and
the Falcons and receiver Darnell Mooney headed out there now. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this 3rd quarter. Falcons getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. Mooney will go in motion left. They give here to the motion man. That one stopped right at the line for no gain. This is going to be 2nd down.
Brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Shotgun snap now to Cousins. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. That's sack number 4 in the game for him. This one makes it third down.
I know the scoreboard doesn't say it, but this has been a winning effort up front defensively. One of the keys to their success was going to be this pass rush and sacking the quarterback, and they can check that box.
Let's see what they went with on third down. Third and long for him here. Throwing the out route complete. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Fair catch called for and made at the 35-yard line.
The Cardinals take
the Arizona offense about set to get going here. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. Pretty good field position here for the Cardinals as they get ready, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Brissett. Left side into the hands of McBride. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And it's good enough for an Arizona first down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
1st and 10 now from the 46. Shotgun handoff to Carter. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
Now Knight. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain.
The tackle made at the 47-yard
only a yard from that time, so now 3rd and 9.
Brings up 3rd down.
They got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
3rd down, it's Brissett. It's caught by Wilson. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. A pickup of 17. And it's going to give the Cardinals a first down.
I'll be honest with you, Kate. As you grow and develop as a quarterback, your arm gets stronger. These comebacks can be one of your favorite throws in your arsenal. Because if you trust yourself and you throw it before that defender breaks, you know there's yards to be had on the perimeter.
That throw behind his intended target. This one misses the tight end. So 2nd down coming up.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 36. Back to the air, Brissett. Setting up the screen. And they'll get there and stop him at the line.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Digging deep in the playbook here, and this is 3rd and 11. To the air on 3rd and long. Completed over the middle. And he'll get this down at the 33-yard line.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that'll bring it back to within a score. The lead 7.
17.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Here's Carter on the return. He stopped on the run back at the 27.
The Falcons
and Kirk Cousins headed back out to the field now. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this second half. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
Most back in, he must back in.
Working from the gun, it's Cousins. Finds him over the middle. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches. There's a dive up the middle. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
A 7-yard gain.
You know, coach gets in that QB's headset, probably told his offense and his QB, listen, I don't want to see a 3rd down on this possession. Or something kind of like that. Whatever version he told him, it worked.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, partner, from the 45. Design quarterback run here. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
On the keeper.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner as well.
Play action now for Cousins. Hits him on the in route. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
And the Falcons, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
First and 10, around to Robinson. Went in there full steam ahead, but he ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on that one.
Well, that's just about textbook defense and how to shut down an RPO. The coverage was tight, the numbers were up, and then the bodies were there to stuff that run before it could get going.
2nd and 10, need something positive here. Drawing up the design keeper. We'll have him gain about a handful there. Josh Sweat making the stop.
He was brought down.
And that's a pretty modest pickup for a QB keeper. On a traditional handoff, you'll take that yardage, but those QB keepers, so many times, they're really designed, Kate, for chunk plays in mind, double digits, and they nearly got it there.
Quite the drive they've had, Brock, but they're up against it. 3rd and 5 now. Out of the gun, Cousins. That one's caught by Mooney. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
That's another Falcons 1st down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Here's Robinson up the middle. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. To the air, Cousins. And he's going to go down. The Cardinals got to him. It's the 5th time they've gotten their first sack of this one, Brock. And they're going to try for number 6 on third down.
I think we've reached the point of the game, Kate, where I got to make my PSA. Protect the quarterback, and quarterback, protect yourself.
Will this drive continue? Here comes third down. Putting the tight end in motion. Third and long, it's Cousins. Defender is there, he knocks it away, and that's going to force fourth down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
Zane Gonzalez on to attempt this field goal. This one from 42 yards out. The kick by Gonzalez is good. And that'll push it to double digits in a two-possession game.
Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. Second time they brought him out for a field goal, and second time, well, he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field, but that's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And in the end, Brock, a pretty exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. The Cardinals and Marvin Harrison Jr. set for this next possession. And he's been reading the coverage, dare I say, Brock, even better than his quarterback has all game. I mean, he just continues to find openings and make plays in this second half. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Going play action here, Brissett. Throw right side, and McBride has it. And this one's only going to pick up a couple before he heads out of bounds.
Just stay on schedule. Just stay on schedule, right? SOS. Bad thing on a ship. Good thing on a football field. Even a little completion keeps this offense on schedule.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. From the shotgun, Brissett. Looking slant route, complete. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And it's good enough for an Arizona first down.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
They'll run with DeMarcano. And he has this down to the 34. A strike for 23 yards. And it's going to give the Cardinals a first down.
3 more yards. That's another Cardinals first down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung him to get to the second level and beyond.
So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34. A run here. This is DeMarcano. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Shotgun now for Brissett. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that's going to add some distance onto this upcoming third down.
A loss of 6. It's now 3rd and 13.
So nothing but a pair of field goals added to the board as we arrive at the end of our third quarter. It's Cardinals ball, and they could use a score. They come into the fourth trailing. The Falcons going with a dime package here on third down. Here he goes, third and long. Jump off caught by his back. Oh, he's trying to get away, but unable to do so. They catch him behind the line on third down.
It'd be kind of fun, Kate, to be able to measure these coordinators' blood pressure or temperature, because the third down screen for negative yards, I promise you that coordinator's heated on the sidelines.
The Cardinals out for the punt. This one strikes down at the one, and predictably into the end zone it goes for the touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Out of the field runs the Atlanta offense. They're up by 2 scores, Brock, but we've got some time left, so they still need to mount a drive here. Atlanta about ready to go now. 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that is good enough for an Atlanta first down.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively, because you also know it can set the table for more.
Going to the ground again on first. And he's only able to get back to the line. It's going to be second down.
The one thing I can say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Another carry for Robinson. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A gain of about 3, so a third of what they needed. 3rd and 6 coming up.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on third down, Kate. Take at least a little bite out of the big meal between them and the first down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
Throwing on third, Cousins. Gets this one to London. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line.
It's a gain of 11.
And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's a Falcon first down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. Putting a receiver in motion. A toss now to Robinson. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Halfway there on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Every offense in this league is looking for a back who can be an athlete and a bruiser at the same time. And you feel lucky if you got one. Someone who can, well, eat up space when the lanes are open and deliver a little punishment to stretch plays when that tackler tries to meet him in the hole.
This one's a little touch pass forward to his man coming across. And out of bounds right at the 40-yard line. A 7-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
A 7-yard gain. That's another Falcons first down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. Robinson on the inside give. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's a design run. And this one's going to move him all the way down to the 25-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that is good enough for an Atlanta first down.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, now you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did, tote the ball himself for a big run.
Handoff now to Robinson. Next snap coming inside the red zone, Brock. He picks up 9 on the play.
Danger, Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 15-yard line.
After a quality effort on the last play, just really need to fall forward here to pick up that first down. Handoff on 2nd and short. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
13 yards on the play.
So many offenses will script, Kate, their first 15 plays of a game, but it's often getting to the lesser-used stuff like that that's critical in the red zone. They get a decent gain out of it and continue the push for the goal line.
They'll try to run with Robinson. Not able to make a push for that goal line. He's hit for a loss back at the 3.
His goal is pretty clear, Kate. Crash forward and then crash inside. Set that edge, but if you can come inside and bury that runner before it gets started, all the better.
Went in the wrong direction the last play. Need to get forward 3 yards here on 2nd and goal. Here's another for him. And he's not going to make it. Made a little progress, but they stall him at the 2. Back-to-back runs, stop short, and now it leaves him with a big 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd.
Okay, this is going to be a
goal.
fascinating call because defensively, you've stopped the run twice now, and I think you believe on that side, well, they got to put it in the air. But this is also where the offense could say, we got 2 more shots. Let's continue to pound the football. Can't wait to watch this one.
And in for the Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons can put this out of reach as they make it a 16-point lead. Kyle Pitts with a touchdown. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw up plays that have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
Gonzalez now for the extra point.
For the extra point.
Extra point set right down the middle. And the Falcons take a 3-possession lead.
34. Cardinals 17.
Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. DeMercado bringing it back. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Out had the Cardinals now on offense. And scoring hasn't been the issue for him, Brock, but it has been impossible to hold pace with the offense on the other side of this football field.
And we know they can't get this all back in one play, but they better do it with a sense of urgency.
Arizona offense looks ready to go. Here's 1st and 10. Working now from the gun. Gets another into the hands of Harrison. And he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it's good enough for an Arizona first down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Connects with Harrison again. And they're approaching midfield with that gain of 6. He's up to the 46.
Harrison Jr.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. Brissett to throw it. Has him on the quick hitter. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. They'll say he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the first down that comes with it.
That pitch and catch won't show up as a big play on the stat sheet, but it gives his own defense a little time to rest and gives an offensive coordinator a new set of downs to work with.
DiMercado on the carry. And he's going to be hauled down after a gain of about 7. It's 2nd down.
He was brought down.
Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets him just as many yards as a short completion would have.
2nd and 3 now. Operating from the gun, Brissett. That one falls to the turf, couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. So it's going to be 3rd and short coming up. Well, he already has himself 1 interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse, kind of sprinkle into your passing game. Because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when 1 pick becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, and on and on and on.
A lot of mess on the move here. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals get it back to within 2 possessions. Trey McBride, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. You love seeing a tight end get the chance to show off those wheels, right? And in the best of cases, he can rumble the whole way home.
Kate, think of getting somebody with that type of mass rolling at full speed. Who's really going to want to stand in the way, wants to stop him anyhow?
Chad
The answer,
Ryland for the
nobody.
extra point.
Ryland now for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Cardinals cut the lead down to 10.
The score, Falcons 34, Cardinals 24. Chad Ryland to
That
kick
lead
off
trimmed
for
just
Arizona.
a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. Here's Carter on the return. And he's brought down
The
just
Falcons
inside the
take over
25.
1st and 10.
The Falcons
At their
are
own
running back
23-yard
Bijan
line.
Robinson getting set to begin another drive. And they're already up by 2 scores, Brock, but another one here would really put this one out of reach. Falcons getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. Back to throw, Cousins. Complete. It's Bijan Robinson. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's Robinson. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
And the Falcons, 1st down.
That's just not
A gain
the
of
guy
14.
defensively you ever want in the open
down,
field.
Falcons.
Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
Here's a counter give to Robinson. And this play doesn't work out like the last snap, right? He can only get back to the line as the defense all over this one.
These are the kind of runs, Kate, that just soften up a defense. Keep working on them, keep working on them. And eventually you're going to break one of those counters for even bigger yardage.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Shotgun snap now to Cousins. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
No matter what other stats you want to look at in this ball game, well, this defense can take some serious pride in at least one thing, and that is 6 quarterback sacks on the afternoon. 6 sacks, well, that's an expectation rarely achieved. And a sign, well, this group did their homework, and they're making it pay on the field.
Cardinals go to the dime look here. Third down. Third and long for him here. He has the first over the middle. And he's going to have this down to the 42-yard line.
It's a gain
Well, third and 15. You don't see many of those picked up, partner, but they found a way.
It's a gain
You know,
of
Kate,
20.
you'll find teams go to this
First down,
crossing route
Atlanta.
concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
Calais Campbell on the
Well,
stop.
Kate, that's a quick hitter to the big
3-yard
guy,
pickup.
and that's what you normally
Brings up
expect to
second
see out of
and
it. Not a
7
huge gain,
at the
just picking up a
Cardinals'
little bit
39-yard
before they
line.
stall him out.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's second and 7. Design quarterback run here. He's still going at the 30. And the stop is made, but not until he reaches that 17-yard line.
It's a gain
The
of
Cardinals
22
decided to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
That's another.
May still have 2 to work with in this
First
final
down.
quarter.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
All right, they look set now. Here we go, first and 10. Here's a give to Robinson. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
Ball carrier.
Arizona goes ahead and calls
At the
its second
14-yard
timeout.
line. It's a
And with
pickup
another
of
one
3.
gone, they're going to have just
Brings up
one
second
remaining this
and
game.
7.
Last run got him 3. Here's second and 7. Staying with Robinson. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought
Robinson
down.
again, the ball carrier.
The Cardinals are going to use the last of their timeouts.
A gain of
And this could be an
4.
issue the rest of the
Brings
way
up
with
third
no way to stop
and
this
4.
clock.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign, well, they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
Here they go, getting set for third and 4. Looking to throw, Cousins. That one complete to Pitts. Touchdown, Atlanta. The Falcons can put this out of reach as they make it a 16-point lead. Kyle Pitts with a touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. Well, as they drive forward to what right now looks like it should be a win, Brock. He sure has taken advantage of a nice little chance to boost his stat line. His second touchdown of the game.
Yeah, you just kind of feel these two building some trust, right? Just more and more equity. Certainly paying dividends in this one, but more than likely
Gonzalez
for more
lining up
games to
for the
come.
extra point.
Gonzalez connects on the point
good.
after. And the
Makes
Falcons
the
take a
score
3-possession
Falcons
lead.
41, Cardinals 24. Bradley Pinion set
Out to kick it away. Here's Pinion. DeMercado bringing it back. And this drive will start inside the
The
25.
Cardinals take over first and
The
10
Cardinals in possession
at
of it
their
once
own
again.
23-yard line.
And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air, so expect some tighter coverage this time around. Cardinals into formation. It's first and 10. Now Brissett to throw. He's going deep this time. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Intended for
Marvin Harrison Jr., the intended target.
Incomplete.
And it's going to be second down.
Makes it second
You know,
and
that was
10
almost
at
a
the
nice chunk
23-yard
play
line.
before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Back to the air, Brissett. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
You know, I'm not sure if he was hearing
Third down
footsteps
and
or
10.
just had a surprise break in concentration. So unusual to see one dropped unless there's a hit involved.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. To the air on third and long. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Intended for Michael Wilson.
Kate, I've talked to you over the years of the
Incomplete.
transition to the NFL where the
Sets up
windows to
fourth
throw
down.
are small. On third down, smaller. Put dime defense on the field, and those windows become almost non-existent.
3 straight passes have hit the ground, but here we go. They're going for it on fourth. Desperation time here. He lobs this one up, looking deep to the right side. And they'll turn it over on downs as that pass comes up empty, and off the field they go.
Incomplete.
Hey, I get it, it's already over,
Result
but
of
go
the
down
play is a
swinging.
turnover on
Unfortunately,
downs.
that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
Here's the Falcon offense headed out. With touchdowns on their last 2 drives, Brock, they're playing some of their best offense here. Could they try for 3 in a row despite the lead? Let's find out. First call here coming from the shotgun. Shotgun snap, a give to Robinson. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2. Now we're going to have a break in the action as one of the Cardinals is in some pain, and they'll be out to look at him. Following that little 2-yard run, it's second and 8. On the play fake, it's Cousins. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up.
Will Johnson
This is an
there
excellent
on the
job, Kate, right
coverage.
here by the defense to deny that big play and make them earn it offensively. If they want to reach the end zone, they're going to have to scrap and fight right through them.
So after that prior incompletion, it's third down. Throw here, third down. Complete beyond the marker. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a first and
And
goal.
the Falcons.
It's the 2-minute
first
warning
down.
from Glendale.
First and
Falcons,
goal
well, they
at
can
the
probably just run
9-yard
away and
line.
hide. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. Line up the design keeper. Leading 10 yards now as they line up. It's second and goal. They're going to pass it here. Throw is caught. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the
Brought
1.
down just shy of the goal line.
Small pass,
A gain
big
of
result.
9 on the play.
This dude is just a
It's
juggernaut with the
3rd
football. And once he
and
gets
goal.
rolling, it gets tougher and tougher and tougher to stop him from playing add-on with those yards.
Setting up for the kneel down on 3rd. It's a designed run for him. So the Falcons will fly home with a win on the road. And even fighting that dreaded body clock with the West Coast trip, they played their game, and they're taking this victory back east with them. So that puts a bow on this one. For my partner Brock Heward and everyone involved on our crew, I'm Kate Scott signing off. This has been another presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. A well-earned win for the Falcons as we say so long from Glendale.